Yo, what's going on, Eagles Nation? This is the boy AK Eagles, and this is another episode of the AK Eagles podcast. Appreciate everyone coming out tonight and joining me talking this post draft. Listen, we got a lot to go over tonight. We are going to go over all the draft picks. We're going to go over this team, how it sits right now. I will be opening up the lines that people come on. I'm going to get everyone's point of view on this draft. We're going to talk it all tonight. Appreciate you guys joining, and please, once again, the most important thing, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on so you know when I go live or when I drop a video, and videos are coming. Just dropped them recently. If you have not, go back and please check that out. But yeah, appreciate everyone coming on. What's good, Big Place or BLSG? How you doing, my guy? Yeah, no lie. Listen, first and foremost, with our 13th pick in the NFL draft, we got Jordan Davis. And for those of you who follow me, Jordan Davis was was the number one guy for me. I talked very highly about him. I have for the last 6 months. This kid is truly a game changer. He is a game wrecker. And I'm telling you, like, do not sleep on this kid. Jordan Davis is going to change our defensive line for a long time to come. What's going on, guys? Appreciate you for joining me. I'm just going to finish up here real quick. Um, but yeah, no, Jordan Davis, he's only going to get better in pass rush, but ultimately he is a run stuffer. The things this boy can do, how big he is. He is 6'6", 340 pounds right now. I guess he plays at 330. That's still a big boy. Good luck trying to move him. Good luck to all the offensive lines that need to block him. It's a very tough task, and he's very humble. He's very laid back. And he's definitely a selfless person. So I like seeing that. And then you're our second round pick, the center. He was handpicked by our center, Kels. And no lie, he probably is the best center to ever play in Philadelphia by far, at least in my opinion. And if he likes him and he scouted him and said that's the one, then I'm with it. Who am I to say he's wrong? And then you talk about Nakobe Dean. That was a steal. That was just destined to happen. This kid was projected to be a top 20 talent, and we got him in the third round. Not quite sure exactly how that happened. I know injuries were a thing, but you know what? The kid played every game.
So it's because Howie created a smoke screen, man.
Hey, I'm okay with that. If that's what happened, man, then hey, I'm cool with that. But the fact is, though, it worked. Whatever happened worked. He fell in our laps, and we got him, and we stole him. It might be the steal of the draft, in all honesty. But yeah, I mean, the kid never missed a game. So in my eyes, it wasn't that bad, or he wouldn't have played, right? So, hey, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I expect nothing but great things from this kid. And and then in the fourth round we got Kyron Johnson. Didn't know much about him. Still don't know much about him. I'm still working on him, but I've watched some tape on him. Kid's pretty explosive. That's what I've seen so far. He's definitely probably a work in progress, but potential is there. I do like what he brings, so we'll see what happens there. But all in all, man, this was one heck of a draft by Howie Roseman. It was definitely probably the draft in over a decade. This hands down, he murdered this draft. He really did. And then he got us the acquisition of AJ Brown. It's truly amazing, man. So, Slay, let's start out with you, bud. What do you think of this draft? How do you like it? And yeah, talk about it, buddy.
I mean, all I could say is I think we got a lot of home runs. I feel like especially if you get a receiver that's top 15 in any like draft, I feel like that's great for you. Like it does not matter, bro. Like if you restarted the draft and you had to pick one guy at receiver, you're probably gonna pick AJ. Uh, JD, JD's a dog. And as you said, he's gonna develop his pass rush, and he is one of the best run defenders in the class. And with the weight, I feel like it's like a work in progress with his weight. It's more like 330, 335, anywhere in that range. And you said it best, man. That dude he's a killer. For real. Yeah. He's a killer. Dean, I told you it was destined to happen, bro. I knew that was gonna happen.
It wasn't in the first though. I was right about that.
That is true.
But we didn't. Bro, listen, I am as mind boggled as you how that happened. I'm still trying to process that all. It was just meant to be. It was definitely one of those scenarios where he was just destined to be an Eagle, because there's no way he drops twice in a row that far and halfway through the third to come to us. Like it. Hey, I'll take it though.
I'm not even gonna lie.
No complaint here.
I'm seriously not even gonna lie though. I feel like when it was that second round and New England traded up to I think it was 50 in front of us, I swear to God, I thought they were gonna take him. Like, no lie. I put that, bro, everything was destined. They don't got a linebacker, no nothing. They traded.
It makes sense because Dean is definitely a Bill Belichick type move.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand.
Right. And then with the Kyron Johnson kid or dude, he's explosive, as you said. Dude is a monster. Like if you've seen his tape at the Senior Bowl, dude was
amazing.
He was trucking Trevor Penning, like body bagging. So
dude, he looks like Reddick a lot.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they put him in safety either, dude, because he said he's played safety before too. So
yeah, he's developmental. He's very developmental, and if he can hit his ceiling, he's gonna be a dog. If he hit his ceiling,
dude, he ran a 4.37.
Yeah,
it's crazy, dude. That's so quick.
That's not bad at all.
Faster than most receivers.
Yeah. So how about you, Jerry? How you feeling about the draft, man?
Dude, I loved it, man. A++, like. Can you guys imagine him lining up with Cox, dude, or the Gravedigger? I mean,
Gravedigger.
Yeah. Grave killer, Gravedigger.
Awesome. I will take it. That's a great name for him.
Yeah, Hargrave. Gravedigger.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude. I mean, this team is going to be so explosive on defense, man. And the undrafted free agents that we got, oh my God, dude, they're so amazing. Like our special teams
going to get there, yeah.
Yeah, our special teams is going to be so hyped this year. All right, go ahead, man. That's all I got for now.
Okay. How about you, BLSG? I can't hear you, bro. You're going to have to go out and come back in. Something's up. You're not muted either. But yeah, while we wait on him, you were talking about it, the undrafted free agents, man. There's a bunch here. You got Goodrich, you got Joby, and my ultimate favorite, man, by far, is Kenny.
I knew you were gonna say it. Me and you just alike. I knew you were gonna say Kenny, man. I knew it.
I'm telling you. Yo, what up, Lindy? Yo, Link's here if you want to come on and join and talk up a little bit, man. Appreciate him as well, hosting me for the first 2 nights. During the NFL draft, it's definitely fun. That was our second year in a row doing it, so shout out to him. And obviously, my boy has to come in here and talk his shit. You know, I think he's mistaken though. You know, that's what you're winning, not us. But sure, you keep dreaming, brother.
They may not
Yo,
even win that many with their
Dante.
first draft league,
Yeah, it's the boys talking in a dream. Boys, you're more than welcome to come on too, brother. Definitely. But yeah, you there, BLSG? I can't hear you, bro. It might be your
Oh,
speaker in your phone. I don't know.
yeah, you gotta edit your mic settings on the StreamYard. Yeah, he frozen. He frozen. Nah,
Well, I'll
I
just back here till he figures his stuff out.
yo AK.
he's watching us lose. That's what's going on. I turned it off.
Yo AK.
Um,
I knew
yeah,
you were gonna say I knew you were gonna say Kenny too, man. I love Kenny. Kenny D.
yeah.
Man, that's my guy.
Nah, dude, Kennedy Brooks. He's listen. He doesn't look like much, but after watching some tape, man, this kid, he's got very good vision. Like he's very good at hitting the holes, and not just that, man, but he's got some power to him. Like talk about breaking tackles. You know, now granted, he doesn't have that escape speed. Like he's not going to run away from anyone. I've seen plenty of video where he's been caught, but
He
he will.
runs like Jordan Howard.
Yeah, he will break 40-yard runs and get caught, and then break a 40-yard run, get caught. But the point is, though, the kid, dude, he's a baller. He is a straight
Yeah.
baller. I'm not gonna play, man. We might have lucked out and
He's,
stole something there.
yeah, he's like Jordan Howard, but with a little bit more speed and
Yeah.
less power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't get fooled on the power, bro. I don't know. He might not look as powerful as what he really is. You know what I mean?
He
I'm
might.
just saying that Jordan Howard goes for the contact. You know what I mean? Like, but this guy, he's more like hitting the hole and finding the opening.
He's more powerful at the hips. Like if you try and wrap him up and tackle him, you're gonna get thrown off.
You're gonna slip. I watched a lot of it.
His vision is so good. I think that's
Yeah,
probably
he's very smooth.
That's the best thing of his game. Like, not even gonna lie. His vision.
No,
He's
after
definitely
watching some
smooth.
film, man, I definitely came to the conclusion Miles Sanders should be a little worried. So he might want to come out here and have an A+ year, or else, Brooks and Gainwell might be your featured backs here next year.
AK, did you see that Nate Herbig got cut?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that one yet. Listen, I really like Jack Driscoll. I thought I thought Herbig played guard very well. Driscoll's by far.
Oh, Driscoll, yeah,
Driscoll's better by far. But Herbig, he has potential, and his size was nice. But
I think they got him for center, and he couldn't play that, and he wasn't as good at guard. So you know what I mean? They were like, well, we got better players, even with the undrafted free agency, and the money that tied in and all that too. So
yeah, no, it made sense. I'm not mad about it, but I did have a soft spot for Herbig. I did. I won't lie. Especially at the guard position. But I will say this though, Uric. Listen, man, this kid ultimately could end up being better than Linderbaum. I'm not gonna lie. Uric could be, and by the way, it's not Jurig. The J is silent. That's why I'm saying Uric. He could be the best center in this draft, and we got him in the second. Like the potential is there. Okay, so
I thought it was Jurgen,
Uric, whatever. But it's not Jurgen, is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, it's not hand soap.
Yeah, Jurgen, whatever. Jurgen. Because of the potential and stuff. Listen, I also believe he can play guard. If I'm not mistaken, he can. So I'm looking at this as another Dickerson, where they're going to throw him in at right guard this year to sit right next to Kels, his
Yep.
heir, and learn. He's going to
Yep.
listen to the calls. He's going to learn the communication, and how better than to put him right next to him.
Yep.
You know
I
what I
agree
mean?
with that.
And I think that's what they're planning on doing.
Dude, he's got longer arms than Kelsey, but he's about the same size. So his reach is much further. So
Yeah, I really
it's
like
very
that.
good.
I know there
And
was a
Kelsey
lot of
thinks he's better. Kelsey thinks he's already better than him at the center position.
Yeah. No, dude, he might end up being another steal. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I said
Most of the people,
I trust Kels when he talks.
most of the GMs had him listed higher than Linderbaum on their boards too. So
I
that's
feel like
definitely-
you're good, LSG. No problem, buddy. Appreciate you.
like sometimes they look at like power and like how most of these players like go up against bigger defensive linemen, and I feel like Jurgens, I'm gonna just call him Cam J or CJ. CJ, CJ, whenever he played like those big defensive linemen, like dude was an animal, and that's like the only knock they put on Linderbaum, even though Linderbaum is a dog in like every area. They only like put like a knock on him as like a whenever he faces a big defensive lineman. That's it.
Well, and another thing,
they got leverage. That's why when they're smaller like that, they got more leverage.
Yeah.
well, and not just that, but another thing you have to realize too, because he did play tight end at his natural position, and they moved him to center. He's definitely going to have a lot more mobility than most centers. You know, he's going to be faster, lighter on his feet. He's going to be able to crank it and get downfield when he needs to, kind of like Kels does. He can lead the pack when need be, so I really like it, and also being a tight end, you do know coverages. So it's a lot easier for him to, develop as a center. Yo, what's good, Big D? Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. So you see now the NFL draft has come to the end. You see where all these teams are. Where do you guys have the NFC East right now in 1 through 4? Like, do you guys think we've bested Dallas now? Or are you good at throwing us at being the ones to threaten the East this year, or you guys think we need a couple more pieces to be that team?
All right, I'm gonna put it this way: Giants 1, Commanders 2, Dallas 3, Eagles 4. I'm playing. I'm playing. Y'all know I'm playing. I'm not about to do that again to myself. Realistically though, Eagles 1, Dallas 2, Washington 3, and Giants 4.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is how I'm going to roll with it. It's going to be Eagles 1, Washington 2, Giants 3, and Dallas 4.
What the hell is wrong with y'all? First off, Washington basement. Why are y'all at 3 and 2?
Because dude, their draft number 1 and the quarterback situation has changed in Washington.
And there's another team named New York in our division. That's why I don't know, man.
New York's going to be a lot better this year because their draft too. They picked up some players.
But they still gotta.
They're going to be, dude. Everybody's going to beat Dallas this year, for real.
First off, okay, Washington is 4. Hands down, Washington is 4. Especially if Carson Wentz is their starting quarterback. Washington is 4.
You want to put some money on it?
Yes.
Well,
I will.
Dotson.
All right, we'll do a friendly bet.
Number 3. Let me finish my list. Number 3, okay, will be the Dallas Cowboys. Number 2 will be the Giants, and number 1 will be us. I'm not even playing. Watch.
I'll believe it when I see it.
So you say Dallas is number 2?
No, they're 3.
Oh, okay. So you're saying it's going to be Giants number 2. I don't see it, dude.
Bro.
I'll put $10 on that bet.
All right.
So
But
mine
Washington is 4. Yes, that bet. Yeah.
It's going to be.
Dude, there's no way Washington.
Dallas is going to be 4. Dallas is number 4.
Oh, seriously. Washington against Dallas.
Dude, it's going to be.
They'll get one. They'll get one of those.
Us, Washington, Giants, Dallas.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, though, is Washington, Dallas. They're getting one of those. They're not getting both, but they'll get one. Washington versus Giants. If it goes the way I think it's going to go, Giants probably get both of those because they're going to terrorize the shit out of Carson Wentz on defense. Okay, I'm not playing. And then when they play us, well, there's no way in hell that's happening. Okay, and then whenever, so yeah, they might win one out of our division.
AK, you're forgetting one thing, dude. They just got a new coach.
No, they didn't.
The Giants did.
The Giants. I thought you were talking Washington. My bad.
No.
Yeah.
That's why they're going to be up on
You're
that.
acting like Brian DeBall hasn't been there before, though. You're acting like he hasn't had a young quarterback. And like, come on, man. No. And they have one hell of a defensive coordinator over there.
Look, I'm going to let you talk, but in the end of the season, we'll see.
To me,
it's okay. Listen, I prefer the Giants be better than Dallas anyway.
Yeah. To me, I feel like the only reason I'm gonna go with Cowboys 2 behind us, is because I feel like out of Washington, Dallas, and New York, even though Dallas chokes the most in the playoffs, they're probably the most trusted out of those 3 teams in the regular season. And I know they get fluky in the damn playoffs. We all know that, but it's just between like
look. This is why
for them. The Giants, I'm not trusting them. I gotta to believe it.
This is why I believe that Dallas is going to be on the floor. Number 1, they lost a bunch of players. Number 2, they've got the hardest schedule because they were number 1 last year. Okay, and come on, man, they lost their best receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think they're gonna run the ball,
but they're still better than Washington.
I don't see it.
Run the ball more though.
How do you not see it?
I don't see it.
I mean, they still have
quarterback.
They still have Gallup. They still have Pollard. They still have Zeke. They still have whatever the hell their tight ends is. Dude, I understand that, but
Washington has Scary Terry. They just got Jahan Dotson.
They're not gonna have Scary Terry. They drafted Deshaun Dotson because they're gonna have to get rid of Terry because he don't want to play with Carson. He's already said it. He's got 1 foot out the door, man.
We'll see.
And their defense does not scare me. They don't.
They don't scare me either, but they're still going to be Dallas.
Yeah, one time I said, and that's realistic. One time they'll beat them.
I'm just saying that
they're not sweeping them.
And no, I didn't say anything about sweeping anybody. I'm just saying in the end, the tier is going to go Eagles, Washington, Giants, Dallas. That's going to be the tier.
I'd like to see that happen. I got to see it to believe it, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see it. If you guys are right, then you're right.
I trust Dallas, and I hate trusting Dallas. I trust Dallas way more than the Giants and Washington. I'm sorry.
And that's pretty much what I'm saying. I don't like being on Dallas's side either. But you know what? That Washington's O-line isn't that great either. Carson Wentz is going to get 8 up behind that O-line. 8 up. And we all know what he does whenever he's pressured. And you honestly think for 1 minute he's going to succeed in Washington? I do not see that happening one bit. If anything, this is his fall where he starts becoming a backup. Like they just truly have a better shot of just sticking with Taylor Heineke and just leaving him in as QB2.
Dotson's going to be a monster, though. Jahan Dotson's going to be a monster.
I think he'll be good, especially teaming up with who'd they draft last year?
They drafted my boy Brown, De'Ami Brown, of course. I know.
De'Ami Brown, yes, thank you. Yeah, Brown's going to be. I think he's going to be good too. I'm not going to say he's ever going to be great, but I think he's going to be decent in the NFL. And then you team those two together, I think that's going to be really good. But you still need someone to throw to him, and Carson Wentz ain't that guy. Like I said, you stick with Heineke, I might feel a little threatened, but I don't
Yeah.
think
They did pick up Hal.
Carson Wentz and sit him.
To
They did
me,
pick up Hal.
Dotson is like a Calvin Ridley type, to more like a Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett type because of the body control. That's it.
Yo, what's good, William? How you doing, sir? Appreciate you. Shout out to the 8 in here. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe. Thank you so much. What's good, Gio? How you doing, fam? Appreciate you. If you guys haven't already, please go check out Gio from the 215. Sub to his content. He is 1/4 of the East meets West. Appreciate you, sir. But so we get AJ Brown in the first for our 18th.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes, sir. That is correct. So now your offense is starting to look like AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Pascal, Watkins, Pascal. I'd put Greg Ward before Rager at this point. So Rager's going to be your 5th. Then you have Miles Sanders. You'd probably put Gainwell before Brooks at this point, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The pause makes me wonder, but okay.
Nah, it's gonna be a tough battle, man. I can't say
It will be. Yeah, it will be. It'll be an interesting battle for halfback C or halfback 2. But you got those 3. And then you got Dallas Goedert, and God knows who the heck CB2 is going or tight end 2 is going to be. So that's pretty much your offense. Obviously know who your offensive line is, and you obviously know who your quarterback is. What do you guys expect from this? Whoever wants to go first, you can.
Are you asking like the competition?
From this year coming up, like, what do you guys expect from this offense? What do you guys expect to produce? Well, what do you expect it to look like?
I expect our offense, and I've heard a lot of buzz and surface of this. A lot of people said this, and I still believe it, and it's solely because of the fact that our running game is just made it this way. Our tackling is going to be unstoppable. Like, you can't tackle us. Like, bro, who's stopping us in open space? No one. Like, really, no one. AJ Brown is going to be cutting up the field, beating you on the 9 ball. And same thing with Devontae Smith. He's gonna beat you on the 9 ball too. And you're not gonna stop those intermediate routes. Like, you gotta try your hardest on these dudes, man. Because if you don't compete, then you're gonna get destroyed. And it's just gonna make it harder because our running backs like Howard, Brooks make it just even more challenging. And then Hurts is very strong. And he adds another component to that tackling that defenses are going to try to do against us, which it's going to be
You've
hard.
been listening to a lot of Dan Orlowski, hasn't you?
I mean, I've heard it. I've been listening.
Hey, I can't say nothing, man. I did it too. In all honesty, last year I hated Dan Orlowski. I was like, man, this guy's pissing me off. But now he's starting to rub me the right way. He's talking good.
Yeah. I mean, I never ever really hated Orlowski. I think he had a couple bad takes. It's just that.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, you know what, you son of a bitch. But no, it's okay.
Everyone does that to us.
This
Even the people that we
team
love
this year,
rub us the wrong way.
this team this year is definitely gonna be different. I mean, there's gonna be. I mean, who are they gonna cover? I mean, they're gonna have to pick their poison. I mean, you got Goddard. I mean, you got Smith on the one side, and then you got AJ on the other, and then you also we got Watkins or Pascal. Dude, these guys are going to be on fire this year in all 3 phases of the game. You know what I mean? Special teams, defense, offense, all 3. Dude, yeah. It's going to be insane. It's going to be a great year for the Eagles for sure. And it's not even over yet for the players that we're bringing in. I mean, can you guys imagine if we get Xavier Rhodes? Oh my god.
Yeah, like supposedly, I guess today they were talking about having some interest in maybe Logan or Landon Collins and Earl Thomas, but I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure
don't know
about
any of
that.
them.
I don't know if I would go there. You know what? I like the talks when you sit there and you say, you have a lot of faith in Marcus Epps because how well he played last year, uh, whenever he wasn't expecting to. So it's one of those things where I'm not afraid to let Epps have a year. I think our defense is strong enough, and he proved to be a valuable asset to our defense last year. So
I mean,
why
we're
not?
so strong in the linebacker core. We're so strong in the linebacker core. I don't think like having a safety, like a new safety like Epps come in and play will hurt us too much. You know what I mean?
No, especially with Harris sitting back there. He's an
Yeah.
experienced man. He can help him out. And he's been
Yep.
in our system once already, so he knows the lingo and stuff.
Yep.
And they know how each other play because they already played 1 year with each other. So
Yep.
I think it would be okay. I'm okay with it. And you know what?
Yep.
Epps brings some baller mentality, man. He can
Yeah, he got some swagger.
hit. That boy will
Yes.
knock you out, and I'm okay with that. I
Yeah.
like having a hard hitting safety. I've always loved it.
And he's had a couple of interceptions too. So you know what I mean? Like I'm okay with him. He's a dog.
Yeah. How about you, Slay?
Cornerbacks.
Huh?
You said cornerbacks.
No, we're talking about Marcus Epps.
Oh,
Safety.
Epps.
Safety.
My bad.
No, you're fine.
Epps. If we're talking Epps, I think Epps has a solid season next year. To be honest, he showed a lot of good plays last year. To be honest, like he had a lot of impactful plays, big time crunch plays. It's not like crazy plays, but he had a lot of like wow moments last year. Is what I'm trying to say.
For
He
sure.
brings that. He brings that tackling fuel.
Yeah, and he's small too, so it's like he brings another like element to it. Like he's
Little
small,
heat
but he
seeking
hits hard.
missile.
Yeah, he is, man. Dude, I love his pop when he hits people, bro. He hits them, and I like it. I really
Yeah.
do. So talking about that, we'll stay on the defensive side right now. We have CB2. We did not address it in this draft. Well, we addressed it, but we didn't like address it like with Stingley or Booth or any of that. And I'm quite okay with that because listen, I have a lot of faith in Tay Gowan. I have a lot of faith in McPherson. Um, I don't know about Vincent Jr., but and then now Goodrich. Goodrich looks solid. I really like that. Josh Joby looks good. Listen, let these younger kids have a four-way battle. Let them
Yep.
battle it out,
Yep.
and may the best one win. And put them next to Slay and let them learn,
Yep.
and let them
Dude,
all
there's a
learn.
lot of competition back there now. So
Because
we're good.
eventually Slay's gonna leave.
Yep.
We only got him for like 2 more years, so let all four of these guys learn under him if they all have the potential to. That way, you have two solid starters once he goes, and then everyone can just battle it out. You know what I mean? But
Slay could
um,
actually move to safety or something.
Man,
Or linebacker.
no, no,
No?
no, no, no,
I'm
no.
good where I'm at.
Man. I just don't want to see him go.
Troy Brown tried J. Jaw at safe, bro.
That
No,
would be such a damn good idea too.
you've been playing Madden too much, Richie.
Nah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a damn good idea. They got safety.
Yes, I agree, Duncan. Let's make it better by getting rid of Jalen Rager. And you know what's awesome too, man, about getting AJ Brown is we can finally have some respect put back into that number 11 jersey.
For sure.
We have something to cheer about for number 11 again.
Well, we kind of technically did already. It's just that we didn't cheer for my boy Zach Pascal. We didn't cheer for him because now he's on the team officially. So Zach Pascal never really got to wear number 11. He just switched it today to 3. You feel me? And we never had hate towards him, but
JJ is smart. He went to Stanford, so you know he can absorb the playbook. Richie, listen, I've never doubted the kid's brains, okay, but his hands cannot absorb a football, okay. That's the problem I've always had. It has nothing to do with his brains. It has to do with his hands.
yeah, I definitely did. No.
You know how there's like a sponge in the ocean? He's kind of like one of those vents. Like a thermal vent. It pushes everything out instead of pushing everything in.
It was the best draft in quite some dude. It was the best draft in a decade. Like, listen, I know we give Howie Roseman a lot of shit, you know, and by all means we should. You know, I give the man credit when he does good things, and I give him shit when he does bad things. But man, he murdered this draft. Like, somebody call 911, call the FBI, because like they're dead. He murdered it. I'm not even playing.
You know, I gotta say something about this.
Go for it.
Since Nick Sirianni came into the building, I think Howie's changed. Like, he's actually gained a friendship with Nick Sirianni. You can see it in the press conferences and everything. You know, and I think it's kind of changed him. Honestly.
Oh man, what did I say just last month sitting here on this podcast, bro? Whenever I saw them talking before the draft, I was like, look at Howie, man. I was like, you can tell, like, there's something happening between these two. There's a connection that you see between Howie and Nick that you didn't see between other coaches before. Like, they genuinely like just being around each other. And it really felt like Howie swung towards Nick's way of thinking. And I told you, does Howie and Nick have the balls to stand up and say, hey, you got to let us do our job and let us do what we do? Or are they going to sit there and cower to Jeffrey and be like, yes, sir, you signed my check. I'll do what you want. Well, listen, you guys seen. They did not cower to Jeffrey. You know, Howie and them did their thing. They stuck to their board, and they went hand in hand with each other. And I'm all for it, dude. There something has happened in Howie. I don't know what it is, but hey, keep it.
Well, it looks like he's learned to work relationships better, you know, through Nick. You know, because Nick is like a really, like, he knows how to build relationships, and, you know, he knows how to talk to people. So I think that's rubbing off on Howie.
Yo, what's good, Dylan?
Not much. How about you guys?
Did we lose?
Yes.
I couldn't watch it anymore.
I mean, it was going good until the third quarter.
Oh. Yeah, I couldn't watch it anymore.
So Dylan, give me your take on this draft, man. You know, the weekend is over, the draft is over. Where do you stand on it, and how do you feel about the draft and the team going into the year?
I feel pretty confident, but I say that every year and something goes wrong. I'm not gonna be too excited until we go like 12-5. But the one thing I do have to say is I like, but I don't like that Jordan Davis pick, because I feel like we should have picked Kyle Hamilton. But other than that, the draft went pretty well, and picking up Carson Strong as an undrafted free agent is probably a good thing too.
Yeah, no, I said it on Lindy's live during the draft when we did the draft. I said, you know something? I said, listen, when you look at Jordan Davis and you look at Kyle Hamilton, I said, by far at the end of the year, I'll tell you all right now, Kyle Hamilton will look way better than Jordan Davis. Just by his potential, just by being a safety and everything, he's going to have better stats than Jordan Davis. And everyone's going to look back on this draft and be like, why did we take Jordan Davis? We could have had Kyle Hamilton. I'm not looking at it right now this year. I'm looking at it 2 to 3 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this kid can truly take in everything that Cox teaches him, if this kid can truly take in everything that Rocker
Hargrave.
can teach him. No, Rocker. And I did not know this about it. Did you know that Jordan Davis and Rocker have history? He was actually the one that recruited him. So that's a good thing to know. There's comfortability there. So the sky's the limit for the kid. He just has to put it all together, and it's there, man. He's a freak athlete. 6'6", 340, runs a 4.78 40. Like, no man that big should be able to move that fast. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and
I also heard him in a conversation saying that he got his own chef now too, so he's going to be eating more healthy and taking care of his body and stuff. So,
and bonus, his mom's a huge Eagle fan, diehard. Ching.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's going to make him want to play for the team even more, you know?
And that's what he said in his interview yesterday. You know, he's like, that just makes me want to play even harder. Like, dude, it's a win-win. And I understand what you were saying about Hamilton. I even wanted Hamilton, bro. I think half of us in this whole Eagles organization wanted Hamilton. But we couldn't have our cake and eat it too. And I understand we could have used Hamilton. 100%. I get it, man. But we can find a safety at any time. We truly can. You know, maybe not another Hamilton, but we can find something. You know, so I'm not too worried about it. But I think overall, because of the situation we were in with Fletcher Cox and his age, Jordan Davis was the smart choice, because this kid is going to rain havoc over the NFC East for a long time.
And we need him there more than we needed Hamilton's position, to be honest.
Well, in future.
Yeah.
I feel like Epps has a lot of potential. It's Anthony Harris I'm worried about. He didn't show much at all last season.
Well, he didn't have much help either, so.
Wait, what? What did I mean?
He said Anthony Harris didn't really do too much. And I said, well, he didn't have that much help in the beginning. So.
Yeah, well, I listen, man, I really like to mark last year down as a learning process for everyone. You know, it was a first for a lot, damn near everyone. You know, it was a first for all our coaches, from Nick Sirianni all the way down. It was a first for Fletch and our vets in the scheme. Like, people just had to work their shit out. And for the most part, you know, how the season went last year, it was a win-win. And they're going to come in knowing their stuff. They're going to come in comfortable, you know, and they'll just be able to just take off from where they went last year. So, you know, and Big D, I understand Jordan Davis is going to hold up the D-line. He's not a sack guy. He creates holes for linebackers to climb in or the edge to get to the QB. I get that, but if you also heard him talk to in his interview, man, he said he did what was asked of him. You know, and it's kind
he also said that he's working on that. He said he's working on getting better at sack in the quarterback. So
yeah. But in all honesty, they didn't ask him to attack the quarterback that much, you know, and he even said that, you know. But listen, I don't give a crap, man. His size, ain't nobody gonna stop this kid. Like, I'm serious, man. No one's gonna stop this guy. You're gonna have
to stop a fat kid that big from getting a cheesecake.
Well, and not just that, dude. But listen, and it's like he said, and I love what he said. 2 on me, 1 is free. I love that mentality. He's willing to take on the double teams all day, because then guess what? Hargrave is singled. Riddick is singled. BG is singled. Sweat's singled. All these guys that we have are singled. And dude,
they were triple teaming this guy, not just double teaming. They were triple teaming him.
Yeah, and listen, man, you can't triple team Jordan Davis in the NFL. You just can't do it. You'll kill your quarterback every freaking time. You can't. You can double. But here's the thing. Well, if you double team, what, you gonna let Riddick free? Mistake. You gonna let Hargraves free? big mistake. You're going to let Cox free, another big mistake. BG, another big mistake. Do you see where I'm going with this? Like,
You can't win with our line.
Opportunity for others, and that's what it's about.
You're definitely not going to be able to win with this line.
No.
We're going to win a lot more games because of this guy.
In all honesty, you now have the best defensive line in the NFL.
I mean, really, that's how we won so many games in the past few seasons, though, our defensive line.
Yeah. And you can afford to have a mediocre CB2 and a mediocre safety too. Because you know what? Whenever you have a defensive line like ours and a defensive line that can get to a quarterback in 2 seconds, they're going to mess up. And you know what? At that point, it doesn't matter if it's McPherson, Gowan, or whoever's in there. They'll be able to capitalize off it considering the defense that we play. They play zone, which means their eyes are always forward. So they'll see it coming faster than what their wide receivers will. It does pay off, but I think the one thing we missed last year was definitely that pass rush. You know, we were used to having pressure, and we lost a lot of that last year. We got it back this year. There is no excuses now. You can just go get them.
Yep. We are definitely not going to be second to last in sacks this year. That's for damn sure.
No. And in fact, dude, with all this firepower, you better be first if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a good sack percentage the year before last year. And we didn't get rid of much through them. We just added Reddick and Davis. This could be an interesting defensive side. I'm more worried about the offensive line be staying healthy with any.
Yeah.
Well, we did get some new players, so I think we'll be all right, man.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Nick said it in one of his interviews. He said, the injury bug for us last year really wasn't that bad, and they want to continue doing that. So I hope we might have turned the tide in that. I know we did have some linebackers injured last year, like Johnson and stuff, but for our main core roster, we were pretty healthy for the most part. Miles Sanders, yeah, but that's kind of what we expect for right now. What can you say about that? Just some players are built that way. But for the most part, though, everyone stayed healthy.
True that.
You know who I'd like to see more? Huntley. That dude was explosive when he did play.
I want to see more Gainwell.
You will this coming year. You will. I really
gained some weight.
I feel like Gainwell should have been our third down power back.
In all honesty,
yeah, he got
the one kid I want to see out of all these people, man. Britton, what is it? Greedy? Slay, help me here.
Britton Covey.
Covey?
Yeah.
Covey. Dude, holy shit. I'm just saying it. I got to say shit. Did you watch that kid?
Yep.
Has anyone seen that kid?
His returning is
wow. Oh my god, dude! Like,
he'll probably end up on the practice squad though.
He better not.
No
he
way.
better not. I mean, dude,
There's
what
no
did they
way.
say? How many kick returns did he have?
A lot. It was.
I want to say it was double digits, right?
Yeah, it was like a college record, dude. There's no way that he's going to be on the sidelines.
I think it was 12 or 13 in one season.
Yeah, 12 or 13 kick returns in one season. That's unheard of. That is, wow. Imagine if you can keep that production in the NFL.
And not just that, most of the returns that he had, like even the ones that didn't score, were like past the 30-yard line. Like, dude,
well, that would just make him the next Devin Hester.
Pretty much. But he was also good at route running too. So it's not just a one-trick pony, Like, dude, he could be a great gadget player,
Oh man, dude, you can throw him in the slot from time to time. Oh my god, dude! And not just that, but I saw some of his plays. He did. I expect him to be a big part of our screen passes. Dude, all you got to do is just put the ball in this kid's hands and he's gone.
Yep.
Like, I'm not going to lie, man. Watching his tape really, I can't
I
even.
wonder what his 40 time is.
I don't know, but I'm really about to say that
Dude.
he really gave me
His 40 time, I think he like tripped up and like he messed it all up. But he can find the holes quick.
Oh, bro, there's no. He's at least a 4.4. At least, like he's fast, super fast.
I wouldn't doubt he's like a 4.1.
That's why I just said 4.4 because I don't know, but I'm telling you, he's fast. I mean, but the whole point is though, man, I'm not afraid to say it. He's giving me some Barry Sander-esque type vibes, you know, like when I'm talking about juking and jiving, missing tackles. You know what I mean? Like he's got
special.
great awareness. He's got great awareness when it comes to evading. Very, very good instinct. I've watched some of his highlights, man, and some of his film, and wow, I'm blown away. Truly,
it's like having a Christian McCaffrey, really.
Yeah, I was going to even say that too. Like Christian McCaffrey as a wide receiver, like he's phenomenal. I'm not going to lie.
Let's not hope Christian McCaffrey. I mean, he'd have an injury problem.
I'm saying skill set.
Yeah.
Like making missed tackles and speed and yeah, he's a threat. That's kind of what he was saying.
I mean, when McCaffrey's healthy, he's probably the best running back that I've seen in a long time, probably since Sanders.
Yeah. Well, and from what I know, Covey has not had a injury problem, has he? I don't believe so.
I don't know. I haven't really. You wouldn't think so the way he runs.
Dude, yeah, not many people can catch him, man. It's quite amazing. But listen, man, we go out and we get Riddick, we grab White, now you got Dean and then Johnson, and we also have the other Johnson, and you have TJ Edwards. Like this linebacking core has turned around. And I said it in one of my tweets a couple of days ago. We went from having the worst wide receiver group to one of the best in the NFL. And we just went from having one of the worst linebacking cores in the NFL to be one of the best.
I told y'all, man. I told y'all,
2 years ago we
He
had
was
dropped.
gonna be good again at the linebacker position, man. It all started with Dean.
They heard us complain.
I mean, what?
Wait,
2
what?
years?
Am I confused?
Nah, it's not.
Howie and Crew heard us complain a lot.
It's not a trade. He just like put in a hypothetical.
Oh, okay.
But for like our wide receiver group, like 2 years ago, what we had, like Alshon Jeffrey, Nelson Aguilar, he pretty much dropped everything, and Jalen Rager, he was probably the worst out of them all. He still is. And then now we have probably the 3 most underrated receivers in the game.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta ask you guys real quick then. Is Devontae Smith still your number one?
I got 3 ones. Why would I need one? I got 3
don't know,
ones.
man.
I have him at our wide receiver too. I think
got
it's
3.
I think it goes
Wait, what? Whoa, what? Slay, say that
He's
again?
definitely
I
number
got-
2, dude.
Instead of having only 2, I got 3 of them. I don't got.
Whoa, I thought you said he was 3. I was like, wait, what?
No.
I mean, I think it has to go like AJ Brown on the right side and on the left side, Devontae Smith, and then at your slot receiver Zach Pascal. That's how I've seen it.
if you're saying out of the receivers and
Yep.
not just like if you're not saying receivers and tight ends, I'm basing it off of like Goddard, AJ, and Smith. I feel like they're all ones basically. But if you're saying receivers, then it's got to be AJ. If you're saying it's out of those,
I don't know. Goddard dropped too many balls, bro.
he did, but
And I
dude
think,
is.
and I think that's where they picked up that new tight end.
He's a
Well,
traffic
Ray-
yak machine, dog. That dude's a baller.
Yeah.
This just
Yeah.
needs to stay consistent.
I never understood it. I even said it at the end of last year. I was like, I said he really pisses me off because he can catch all the hard shit, but he drops all the easy ones, and I don't understand it. I really don't.
Well, this Grant,
That new tight end got hands, bro, and he's got yak too. So
like,
don't be
he was
surprised.
probably like the second best tight end prospect. Probably the best was probably I think it was Greg Dulwich from UCLA.
No.
Wasn't it Michigan State's?
Nah, it was. If you're saying the best tight end prospect, it's got to be McBride or Likely. If you're saying it's like out of
Oh
our
yeah, I forgot about
prospects,
McBride.
if you're saying
I
out
don't
of
know.
our
I don't know. I
prospects,
don't
then it's got to
see-
be Grant Calcaterra. Grant Calcaterra. That was our best prospect. Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
feel like Calcaterra is gonna be something.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, I was
I
talking to
don't know, man. You all better keep your eye on Jelani Woods.
Oh, Indy, right? Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
dude, he's like six. He's 6'7", 240. He's a monster. Get ready.
I just
Well,
hate
that,
the fact that Christian Wood, or not Christian Wood, I meant to say Christian Watson went to damn Green Bay. Fuck, F Green Bay.
well, the Dolphins fan, and the Dolphins didn't pick too long after us. I think it was like 3 picks after we picked Grant. And even though they have Gesicki, he wanted them to pick that Grant guy just because of how his hands and his great route running and all that. Like Grant is probably like the second or third best prospect in the draft for tight ends.
Nah, he's like Grant is like he's like tight end like 6, to be honest, or 7. I think he's behind McBride, Likely, Weidermeyer, Ferguson.
I don't know, dude, but the guy's got really good route running.
He
And
does. He
He's
definitely
definitely
does, but I feel like if you're saying as a tight end, you can't just base it off of just route running. You gotta have.
Well, you got to see him play. You know what I mean?
That is true. I will definitely give you that. You are true in that sense.
Well, I mean, they all played in different colleges. Like you can't base them off of just how they played in college.
Yeah, like all these players, man. You got to wait until see if they can make the step up to the NFL. You know, it's different.
I mean, like all these all these conference players are filled with like stacked teams. Like Big Ben, one of the better stacked ones. SEC is another one that's really stacked, and then you do like those ones with SMU in it. You usually only have really SMU in Cincinnati. It really comes down to every year.
Go ahead.
Okay. So there's a little thing I want to do tonight, man, and it's going to be fun, just because it's right after the draft, and I want to go through these divisions real fast. We know who these guys have now, most of us do at least, and we know how it looks. So I want to go through and I want to rank these divisions from worst to first, and who you guys have so far.
Damn.
All right.
Definitely.
You know what the teams are pretty much. I mean, we all are smart people here. You know who's going to start for most of these teams. You know who's already part of these teams. It's not hard. Come on.
I got a lot of hot takes.
Had the best draft.
Bro. I'm coming with the hot takes tonight.
Oh, I got one that's going to blow your minds, and we're going to start with it.
I know it starts with the L and it ends with the Smith.
No,
I know that.
No, it don't. So we're going to start with the AFC North, and by the way, I'll put the link in the chat again. I think it's visible, but if not, here it is. If anyone wants to join in and do this with us, you surely can. Appreciate the 12 that is in the chat. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. On the road to 1K, appreciate each and every one of you. So the first one that we're going to start with, man, the AFC North. You got Baltimore, Cincy, Browns, and the Steelers. Let's talk about it. How you guys have it ranked from worst to first? Big Play Slave, we'll start with you.
I'd say 1 Ravens, 2 Bengals, 3 Browns, 4 Steelers, and I think every team in that division is going to compete. I know you're giving me that look, but every team in that division is gonna have Ravens.
Yo, I was wondering when Jerry was gonna pop in on this one.
Wow.
Hey, by the way, Slay Ange said "fuck you."
Ooh.
My wife, she's the Steeler fan. I told you.
Ah, my bad.
She heard you
My
say
bad.
Ford. She said "fuck you."
I still think they're gonna get at least 10 wins. That's still a nice. You're gonna get at least 10 wins. I gave you a little.
Yo, so wait, you got the 4th place team in the AFC North with 10 wins?
That's what I'm laughing. Like, what the fuck? Yo, man. Yo, hit that round off your
Listen,
nose,
you
boy.
are entitled to your opinion. I respect it. It is what it is. We're good. I got it.
Yo, Rudolph, get that brown off your nose, boy.
Go ahead, Dylan. What do you got for me, man?
All right, so 1, I have the Ravens just because of how they did in the first round. 2, I have the Steelers. It all comes down to if Pickett or Trubisky starts, though. 3, I have the Bengals, and 4, I have the Browns. And for the reasons that the Browns, they drafted a bunch of nobodies, really. The Bengals, they had an okay draft. I think the Steelers and the Ravens, they did pretty good. But I feel like the first round of Kenny Pickett was probably the only thing that was really like standing out to you with about the draft for the Ravens or for the Steelers. And the Ravens, they just had a good draft all around. I think that Hollywood Brown trade would have definitely made me think they were number 1. If they didn't do that.
I like that one. All right, Jerry, give me your list, man.
All right, well, I'm going Baltimore Ravens number 1. Okay. And then I'm going Browns number 2. And I think it's going to be the Steelers, and then I think it's going to be the Bengals.
Yo, y'all are breaking my heart, bro. Oh my god, y'all are breaking my heart. No.
Well, you know, dude, they ain't won a Super Bowl in so long, and you know, then they go and they win one. They're not going back for a repeat, dude.
Listen, ma'am, I'm telling you this right now. It is going to be very close, very close. All right. But you've heard it here first.
This motherfucker weird.
Bunch of shit talking.
No, and I will defend everything I say. Okay. Number 1, Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's not because
Kick your wife's ass.
Listen, I told her last year she was gonna suck. So
Nah, that sounds like she forced you hostage.
listen, I let y'all defend your shit.
She said, "Yo, you better say Steelers first, or I ain't making you no cookies. I ain't helping you with nothing."
That is not it. I let y'all defend your takes. So shut up,
bitch.
And this is coming from a dude that had the 4th place team having 10 wins. Shut up over there. Okay.
Yo, AK.
I would have had the Steelers going number 1 if the Ravens wouldn't have took Kyle Hamilton because
that's okay. That's okay.
Yo, AK's wife said if you don't give
Listen to me now and thank
You
me
ain't getting no
later.
booty if the Steelers ain't first, boy.
Listen to me now and thank me later. Okay, seriously, I'm helping you.
Oh, bullshit.
Yo, your wife said.
Listen to me.
No matrimonial duties.
You probably put the Steelers number 1 is because your wife's probably standing right next to you.
No,
Yeah,
she is right now.
waiting.
If you all would shut up and let me get to what I'm trying to say, you'll understand why.
We don't want to hear
Number
that
one.
shit.
All I have to say is defensively, TJ Watt. Okay, that all day long, that's number 1. All right. They have a very, very solid defense. Number 2, you got to look at this team. Okay, last year this team.
I seen them last year. They look like
Shut
shit.
up, Jerry. Last year this team just hit the wild card just like we did with an aging Ben Roethlisberger, who we all will sit here and say held them back.
Oh wait,
They did 100%.
their division's gonna land out?
Now listen, you do have Michael Trubisky or Mitchell Trubisky. I believe Mitchell Trubisky will do very well in Pittsburgh. When you look at Mitchell, he actually has a lot of traits that Big Ben had whenever he was young. Big Ben, if you remember, he was actually quite mobile when he was young. It wasn't until he was older he became more in the pocket. He's harder to bring down. Mitchell's the same way. He's a hard dude to bring down. Not just that. They have one of the most premiering halfbacks in all of NFL in Najee Harris. This kid did not fumble a single football last year. Not one. Until the playoffs. Okay? He did not fumble a single time till the first playoff game. That is a record for.
That doesn't count. He fumbled.
Okay. Secondly, they have drafted Pickens,
I think
who we all thought very highly of. Okay,
he fumbled against the Ravens.
Okay, then you turn around and you have Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool in his right is a beast, and he's only going to get better. Then you turn around and you add Pat Freiermuth to this. Pat Freiermuth in. Listen, you just don't want to face the facts. In the end, it doesn't matter if it's Mitchell Trubisky or Kenny Pickett. Not just that, they also have Mike Tomlin still, who is a very, very good coach. I'm telling you, this team is going to be a very big threat in the NFC North. Watch it.
I gotta say, I love Pat Freiermuth.
It has nothing to do with my wife. I'm literally telling you the facts of the players that they have. If you can sit here and tell me that Najee Harris is not a beast, that Chase Claypool is not a beast, that Freiermuth is not a beast, that Pickens is not going to be good, that all these dudes are not going to be good, you're out your fucking mind and you just need to bounce now because you're wrong. They will be a threat in the NFC North. They will threaten Cincinnati for that number one spot. But I'm telling you, it's going to be the Steelers 1, it's going to be Cincy 2, it's going to be the Ravens 3, and the Browns 4.
Why? AK, are we doing like how we division's going to end? That kind of messed up if that's the case.
Look, man.
Yeah, I can't hear you. What? Shh. What?
Are we doing it to like how we think the division's going to end? I thought we were ranking the draft.
Well, no, because the draft being over, I'm ranking the divisions of how I see they're going to play out pre-season.
Oh, okay.
Like, the players that they have.
Can I re-rank mine?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So I actually have Steelers 1, Bengals 2.
Oh, man.
Ravens 3, and Browns 4. So basically what AK said.
It makes sense, does it not? Dude, the Steelers are not a bad team. They have a lot of excellent young talent. I just
don't think they're as good as the other teams.
If Mitchell Trubisky come out and balls, it's fucking over, bro. Like, Pickens is not a bad wide receiver. Claypool, Freiermuth, Harris. Like, bro, it's not because of my wife. I know fucking football.
Look, I don't care if your wife's there or not. I still think
I'm just telling you. They do not. Their defense was damn near number one defense last year, dude. They have TJ fucking Watt, who tied the all-time sack record. He's only going to get better.
I think TJ Watt's going to break that sack record this year.
He's going to. If not this year, it's going to be the year after. He's breaking that record. There's no one going to stop him. I'm telling you right now.
QB problems, they're buns.
What?
Yep. QB problems, they're buns.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Dude,
they have 3
We're coming back to this, Jerry Lee, and when the year's over, you will be apologizing. I'm telling you this right now. Get ready, because you are going to fucking apologize. You have to look at this. They're very underrated offensively and defensively. The Steelers are going
apologizing for nothing, dude.
I said defensively that the Steelers have the best defense in the league for about like 4 years now.
Yeah,
I've had them like 31st almost every year.
We'll see how it plays out.
All right, so you got the AFC East. You got the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Jets. How you guys feeling about these teams? How you got them, Slay? Now, this gets interesting because the Jets had one hell of a draft. The Bills only got better in the offseason, so what's it looking like for you?
I'm going to say Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No.
No way, dude.
No.
Yo,
No
the
way.
Patriots wildly regressed, bro. And it's not. They lost their best cornerback. I don't.
That's not
Bro,
where you're wrong.
they don't even have a. They don't even have a good offense. Like they added.
Well, Slay. They're saying they agree with you being Pats being 4.
Ah, my bad.
I agree with you on that too. I don't think the Pats got any better. And in fact, all their draft picks this year were reaches. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, Bill Belichick knows what he wants and, all that. But
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, he don't have Brady anymore. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
I will say though.
It ain't the same team.
I don't get paid to scout or any of that. I don't. I always trust Bill Belichick at anything he does. Like I'm sorry, like that's just because he's Bill Belichick. But Cole Strange in the first round, like I had him as like a 3rd or 4th rounder. Like I don't even know about that. I like Cole Strange, but that's too hard, bro.
No, I agree with the Pat thing, dude. Go ahead though. I'll get to mine. Go ahead, Dylan. What you got, bud?
So I'm actually gonna shock you guys with this one a little bit. I think it's gonna be Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Patriots.
That's how I have it.
Because basically, like the Bills are like they're gonna be like they're unstoppable in the regular season, but when it comes to all the postseason, like they're like just trash. Like they don't know how to get past the AFC Championship at all. And if they do, they choke the Super Bowl 4 times in a row. They did it in the '90s. So but I do see the Bills in that division possibly becoming the 1 seed. The Jets.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close between the Jets and the Dolphins. It's going to be a close one, but I think the Jets acquired just too much talent, and they're just gonna beat them, dude. Right,
yeah, so. Exactly. Because I feel like the Jets are going to sweep the Patriots. They're going to go 1-1 to the Dolphins, and they're going to go 1-1 to the Bills.
I like that, man. I do. All right, Jerry, I know where you're kind of going with it, but go ahead. Finish your list, bud.
Yeah. Like I was saying, number 1 is what the fuck were the teams?
The Bills, the Dolphins, the
Bills. It's gonna be Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Patriots.
That's how I did it.
Yeah, it's gonna be exactly that.
Yeah, I'll agree with that too. I would be more inclined to put Jets at 1 if it wasn't for Josh Allen.
Yeah,
and I think we can all agree to that.
I'm a diehard
Josh
Allen lover just because he came out of Wyoming. I'm a diehard Josh Allen lover. I've been a diehard Josh Allen lover since he came out of the draft, just because he was like one of the most underrated players in his draft.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, I love what Josh Allen possesses. I believe the only thing
game between them and the Chiefs, that game with them and the Chiefs made me have so much more respect for them, you know?
Yeah. And I think we all can agree that the only thing that was holding the Bills back this whole time has been a halfback. So,
yes.
And I think they addressed that too. So
to be honest, I feel like they got a halfback. It's just that like they don't got an impact one. Like Singletary, he's one of those type of backs that can give you impact yards and like he could give you like yards and stuff like that and touchdowns. It's just that they value Allen as more of a runner than Singletary, even though I think Singletary isn't terrible. Like he's got some juice there. It's just that they don't got it. Like they think they could get a better one.
You are right, Slay. Singletary is not terrible. What it is you're not ever going to get the consistency from Singletary. Like the Bills need a halfback that will get 100 yards or plus every game. You might get that from Singletary 1 or 2 games, but then you're going to get 1 or 2 games cold, 1 and 2 games hot.
I think this like offense, not really the offense, but the defense is just like too dynamic. That even if Josh Allen does get hurt, which God forbid it happens, because I don't want anybody to get hurt. But like if Josh Allen does get hurt, I feel like if Jake Fromm were to come in, he would still be able to do as much damage as Josh Allen would do on a weekly basis.
If he's got a good team around him, yeah. Because, I mean, and in all honesty, that's not too far-fetched because you saw what Nick Foles did when Wentz went down. So if you do have a solid team built around these guys, then yes, Fromm could overexceed. But how far, I don't know. But he could definitely probably exceed. But yeah, I mean that's my biggest thing. I really like what the Jets have done. I really like all the moves they've made. I don't think the Tyreek Hill thing is going to work what they think with the Dolphins until they change Tua. I don't think Tua and Hill be a good match.
I don't think Tua has the arm for Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. I just don't see the match being good. That's more of a. I don't know how they're going to fix that, but we'll see how that goes. And then we all agreed, like the Patriots, they reached on everything. I mean, even that wide receiver, what was his name? Thornton.
Tyquan Thornton.
Or Tyquan Thornton.
And they traded up 4 spots for him over Nakobe Dean and past us, which we all thought they were going to take Dean, which.
So I don't know what the hell Bill Belichick's doing. I hope it works for him. Not really, but but yeah, I think we're all in the same there. So I got it: Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Pats, and then you got the AFC South. You got the Texans, the Colts, the Tennessee Titans, and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The hardest division out.
Damn, this is tricky.
Yeah, right. I know. It's like
I want to pick bro. I'm so tempted to pick the Texans 1 too. I really want to pick them. All right, Slate. Think realistically here. All right, I'm gonna go Colts, Titans, Texans, Jags.
Ooh. No.
I can't agree with that. I mean, I see where you're going with it, but yeah.
I want to pick the Texans so bad too. I'm tempted.
And what quarterback did the Colts get?
Matt Ryan.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts first. Second team's gonna be Jacksonville, and then I'm gonna go. Then the Texans. And what was the other team?
Titans.
Yeah. Titans are gonna be last. Yep.
All right, I have mine being Jacksonville, Indy.
Yeah. I can see that.
Jacksonville, Indy, Tennessee, Houston.
Oh man, I'm still trying to think on this. Listen, I will put the Indianapolis Colts at 1. Okay, because by far with Taylor and Pittman and that defense, out of all these guys, they should be number 1. I mean, we all know Carson Wentz destroyed that team last year, and that's why they didn't make the playoffs. So I will say with Matt Ryan's veteran
Matty making a comeback.
Yeah, I believe they can do another. Oh God, what's his name from the Chargers? Philip Rivers. I believe they can do another Philip Rivers type thing. So I will put them there. Okay, but this is where I have my difficulty because Tennessee losing A.J. Brown. Yes, I understand they got Treylon Burks, but you know what? That's not going to come into effect right away. You know what I mean? I understand they have Derrick Henry, but are you really going to put it all on Derrick Henry? I mean,
they did last year and failed because he got hurt.
Yeah, so
it's too much use of him.
I really, 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 really like what Jacksonville and the Texans have done. I really like that. Oh my God, man.
For the Texans, I have the problem with them putting them like first or second, even third, because I don't know what Davis Mills is doing.
Right, exactly. I really liked what I saw in Davis Mills last year, but did they do enough? That's the question, So this is what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to put the Colts first. I'm going to put Jacksonville second. I'm going to put Houston Texans third and Tennessee fourth.
Yep, that was my picks too. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really like Doug Peterson in Jacksonville. We all know what he brings. He's very energetic. These players will play for him, and he's actually assembled a pretty decent squad. The Texans,
He's gonna have 9 or 10 wins. He's gonna have 9 or 10 wins. Yeah.
I said it before the draft even started, man. If Doug Peterson doesn't sneak in the playoffs this year, he will be there next year.
Yeah.
I feel they're going to lose in the divisional round, probably like the 1 seed.
Yeah. So, but Texans, like you said, that's all going to fall on Davis Mills. I do have high hopes for that kid, but dude, they got some ballers in this draft. And like I said, Ryan Tannehill losing AJ Brown. Yeah, they got Traylon Burks, but then they also go out and they sign Malik Willis. Now is Tannehill going to be watching over his shoulder? Is that going to affect his play? Like all this stuff counts. So I had to put Tennessee fourth because I don't know about that.
The reason I don't have Tennessee there is because Traylon Burks isn't the healthiest wide receiver ever. He probably had about, I think, 3 or 4 injuries in college. And then, like, I think Henry...
He didn't have 3 or 4 injuries in college. He had, like, maybe 1.
He had a pretty big one in high school, too. And it's just, like, Burks, I just don't see... I see talent, but I also don't see talent. Derrick Henry, I think he's going to have a season-ending injury again. I mean...
Don't say that. Jesus. I'll probably have him in fantasy, and I don't want that. Don't jinx me already.
Remember when we traded him?
But don't get him.
Yo, remember when we did a trade last year and neither of them got to use our favorite players? Cause
I know, man. It's all your fault.
I have Nick
Bro,
Chubb.
I thought it was going to work.
You requested the trade, too. You jinxed me.
You know what's crazy about that trade? Like, how did that, like, happen? Like, Bro, that's a conspiracy in itself. Like, come on, dog. There's no way.
Mine lasted longer than yours, though. I will say that.
True, but there's no way both players got hurt in the same time we traded them.
It's your guys' fucking fault.
That's what. No, honestly, losing Derrick Henry killed my season by far. Like, it really did.
I mean, fantasy
still had 900 though in like 8 games is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean, in any type of fantasy, I'm really having a great season because right now in baseball, I'm 1-1-1.
Oh wow!
I'm second, only 1 game behind the person leading my division. So, in conference.
Oh God, I can't wait to hear this now. Let's talk about the AFC West, gentlemen. You got the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers. I love this division. This is your high-powered division. I can't wait. You can go first. Go for it, brother.
Oh. So I got the Chargers.
God damn it.
Chargers, Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs.
Damn. Okay.
Chargers, Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs.
The Chiefs go from 1 to 16 in the conference just like that. Not 16. They're gonna go from like 1 to 10.
Oh,
yeah.
I like it.
Let me go next.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna say Broncos.
Oh, you're gonna
Chiefs.
do Justin Herbert like that?
All right. I gotta pay you back.
Well, yo, come on, Broncos. You know who they got, right?
It don't matter.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You know who they got, right? They got Russ. They got Russell Wilson.
Seattle had Russell Wilson.
No, Broncos, bro.
Dangerous.
Never mind. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, so it's Broncos.
He didn't
Chiefs.
finish. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Chiefs.
No.
Raiders.
Oh, no. Jackson Mahomes and Juju Smith-Schuster are going to do TikToks all the goddamn time in the locker room. Patrick Mahomes won't stand it, and he will request a trade.
I 1000% guarantee you he does not request a trade.
All right, Slay, let me hear your words of wisdom.
Damn, thank you. Um, I would say Chargers 1, Raiders 2, Broncos
Get
3,
out of here!
and Chiefs
No.
4.
Yo,
Well,
y'all are
sorry.
disgraceful.
Oh, no, I agree with Slay. I agree with Slay, actually. That's exactly how I had mine.
I got you. Oh, I feel
What
you,
was
bro.
it?
I feel you, man. I feel you. Listen, guys, I don't know what y'all are smoking. I want some, but first off and foremost, the number one in the AFC West by far, hands down, is going to be the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay, hands freaking down. All right, number two
You're
will
smoking
be
some crack.
no. Number two will be the LA Chargers. Number 3 will be the Broncos, and number 4 will be Kansas City. Thank
Okay,
you.
so
Come again.
if you swap the Raiders and the Chargers, we will have a deal.
No, I'm not doing that. I
And
love
if
what
you-
the Chargers did. Listen, I love what the Chargers did. Okay, I do.
And if you have
But
all three,
the
if you have all
Raiders
three,
are amazing, bro. They sit there. They have Derek Carr. They have Devontae Adams. They have Renfro. They have Josh Jacobs. They have Kenyon Drake. They also have Waller. They have another tight end too, I believe.
They got what's
They
his name?
got Chandler Jones in the offseason. They have a good defense. Like, dude, this team is built to win right now. I love the Chargers as well. I had Herbert as my MVP last year. He's damn sure set up to try and do it again this year, and I hope he pulls it off. And they went out and they got Malik or Khalil Mack, to put across from Boza. I understand it, but dude, this Raiders team, look at where they went last year in the playoffs. Again,
yeah, but getting rid of Yannick Ngakwe is gonna hurt him.
huh?
Getting rid of Yannick Ngakwe is gonna hurt
But
him.
they added
They
Chandler
had Chandler
Jones.
Jones. They don't need Ngakwe.
They did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Okay.
dude. The Raiders are winning that division. I hate to tell you, dude. There's no reason Derek Carr cannot throw over 5,000 yards this year. There's no reason he should not have over
Derek Carr.
touchdowns. None.
So I will agree with that. If you have the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chargers all going to the playoffs.
I can see that, yes.
Because that's basically where I stand with that division right now.
I can see that, yes. There's no reason that all 4 of those teams shouldn't make the playoffs, but I just don't believe Kansas City made the right moves to stay ahead of the other 3. And losing Tyreek Hill definitely put them back.
Getting rid of Matthew and Hill is definitely going to hurt him.
Man, I didn't think I'd get so much backlash for fucking picking Raiders first. My God.
Fine, bro. It's your opinion. Stand on it.
Listen, man, he made the playoffs last year, right? He won a playoff game last year, right? So he obviously has an O-line. A lot of people want to sit there and say, oh, Cincinnati didn't have an O-line last year. Well, they made it to the fucking Super Bowl, so obviously they had an O-line.
I think that's all they needed. I think they're going to go right
It
back.
might have not been the best O-line, but it was good enough to get them where they needed to go.
I think Cincinnati, they're going to go right back, and depending on the team that they're playing, they might win it.
All I'm saying is they made
Players still got to play, bro.
mediocre offensive line. There's no reason that these guys did not get any better. And because they made it so far with that offensive line, if that same offensive line is together, then they're only growing together, which means they're only going to get better together. So he's fine. I'm not worried about it.
How I have the playoffs looking like next year is Buffalo 1. I think I have the Chargers 2. Maybe the so we were talking about divisions. I had the Jaguar. Okay, so I have Buffalo 1, Chargers 2. What was the other division?
You got the AFC North, AFC East, AFC South, and AFC West.
Okay, so I have the Bills 1, the Chargers 2, the Steelers 3, the Jaguars 4, the Raiders 5, the Broncos 6, and Cincinnati 7.
I guess I'll take it. I'm gonna say Baltimore. We're still on Cincinnati in that division.
What's that?
We still on the AFC North.
No, we were on the AFC West.
He
We're on
finished it.
He did it. My bad.
Yeah. So we got the NFC North. You got Chicago, Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Right? I know.
That one's even tougher. I'll take that one actually to start off.
Go for it.
I'm gonna be realistic. Come on. Green Bay is 1. Like, honestly, bro, F realism. Vikings is 1. Green Bay is 2. Green Bay is 2. The Lions. No, I'm gonna say that's tough. I'm gonna say it's so hard between the Lions and Bears. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say the Bears 3 and then Lions 4. And all of those teams are gonna compete very hard too.
What are the teams again?
He had Minnesota 1. He had Green Bay 2. He had, you said Detroit 3 and
No, I said Chicago 3.
Chicago 3 and Detroit 4.
No.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
It's hard right now, honestly, but
so I have.
Wait, hold up. What's yours, Dylan? I gotta hear yours.
he's getting there.
I have 1. I have the Packers. I know Devontae leaving, and I know Marcus Van-Scantling leaving is really gonna hurt him. But I still think Robert Tonyan's gonna do good. I have faith in Alan Lazard, and then I feel like that Christian Watson dude can do something.
Yeah, he can be like another Jordan Nelson.
Yeah, Detroit, I feel like defense killed them last year. They were playing against teams that were scoring about 40 on them almost every game. And now that they got Eden Hutchinson, I think that will help the back. And then they got an actual receiver. But he'll be questionable to start the season. But once he gets healthy, he'll be good in the NFL. 3 out of the Vikings. I don't know. I really like Kirk Cousins. And then 5, I have Chicago. They just didn't make enough moves, and then they didn't have a first-round pick, which really killed me.
Yeah. I'm taking the same picks he just picked.
The Vikings are 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Kirk Cousins is good, dude.
He's good, but he's not good enough.
You're right. You're right.
You ain't lying,
Yeah,
bro.
dude, I always come back to Kirk Cousins, and I love squashing it because, when you got a quarterback like Casey Keenum, and Casey Keenum leads you all the way to the championship game, and he wasn't even supposed to be your quarterback, and then you turn around and you go out and you spend $85 million guaranteed on Kirk Cousins, and he has the same exact team for 2 years, and he never even gets close to getting back there. Kirk Cousins ain't good, bro. Everybody needs to stop capping this. Like, Cousins is only as good as Cousins allows himself to be, and he's only mediocre. He's not good. If Casey Keenum can get there and you can't with the same team, this isn't even a conversation.
Well, I say that to a lot of people, and they're all just like, well, Kirk Cousins doesn't have Stephon Diggs. Like, hello.
He had him for the first 2 years of his career.
Yeah, and I'm over here like, hello. He had him for the first 2 years of his.
He had Dalvin Cook. He had Adam Thielen. He had Kyle Rudolph.
But he also got a better version of Stephon Diggs than Justin Jefferson.
Right? And then you turn around and his defense has never been that bad for the most part. Up until last year, they had a lot of injuries, but
it's the same defense as it was when Case Keenum's there, except they added Patrick Peterson.
Yeah. So I've never been on topic with that whole Kirk Cousins thing, man. Like, I have no hate towards the guy. you know, it is what it is, but he's not as good as what everyone lets him out to be. Yes, he puts up good stats. He throws 4,000 yards a year, but does 4,000 yards matter when he can't win you anything? It doesn't. Yeah, I saw that, Richie, the D-Hop. Yeah, Slay, you saw that. Your favorite wide receiver got suspended.
I think Ertz is a free agent still.
No, they signed him.
Oh, they re-signed him?
Yeah. So, Jerry Lee, what's your... Oh, wait, you said you agreed with him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so mine, I'm going to go Green Bay #1, obviously. I have to.
Hard not to say Green Bay 1.
Yeah, because no matter
Aaron
who the
Rodgers,
receivers are, man, it's still Aaron Rodgers, you know. #2, I'm gonna surprise some people here, man. It's gonna be Detroit.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I really think Detroit did some good things here. You saw how they played for Campbell last year. Hell, dude, they blew Minnesota out of the water last year. What was it, 42-10?
No, that was Arizona.
Oh yeah, that was Arizona. My bad. They blew Arizona out. Like, just blew them out, dude. Just
and
gone.
only like 2 weeks after they lost to Green Bay.
Yeah.
If they had a little consistency, like with these new players that they just got on, they're going to be really good in the next year.
Well, dude, and that's the thing. Like, you have to realize they have Ramon St. Brown. Yeah, they have Ramon St. Brown. They went and they added Aiden Hutchinson. They got another wide receiver too, right?
Jameson Williams and DJ.
Yeah, they got Jameson Williams. They got DJ Chark. They got a great halfback, DeAndre Swift. Yeah,
they got another quarterback too, didn't they?
They also got Jamal Williams as their second halfback too.
Didn't they get another quarterback too?
Maybe in like the 5th round. Was it Ritter?
No, they didn't get a quarterback.
They didn't.
No, okay.
I'm pretty sure they did.
I put that on my life. I've seen it.
So I have Detroit 2nd, and then I have Minnesota 3rd and Chicago 4th. I just don't see Justin Fields getting there yet. I think he's going to be a lot better this year than what he was last year, but that team isn't completely done yet.
No, I feel like
I just don't think Goff is strong enough, dude.
Dude, he got to a Super Bowl, so I can't say that.
I know, but he's just, but he got there from being whispered plays. You know what I mean? He can't just like do play. I don't know.
But what didn't
got there? That's my whole thing.
I mean, they went to the Super Bowl without probably the best cornerback in the game, and when they added the best cornerback in the game, he couldn't go anywhere.
What's up, Dante?
What up, guys? What up?
Not much, brother.
Yo, what's good, Dante?
What up?
Did you like where I put your Texans, sir?
I don't know where you put it. I just popped in. I was streaming over there a few minutes ago.
I have you finished 2nd.
Wait, who won? Who won that Mavs game?
No, it's halftime. Suns winning that game by 13 right now.
Yeah, I'm watching that. I'm loving it, but I'm hating it because I'm a Tar Heel fan. And it's like, okay, well, who am I rooting for here? Because, like, Kyron Johnson's on the Suns, and then, like, the Mavs have Brunson and Bullock. All 3 Carolina products.
But I had your Houston Texans finishing 2nd in your division this year. You're welcome.
I had you guys finishing last.
I appreciate it, but I have my Texans finishing 3rd this year. Wait. No, I did say 3rd. My bad. I did say 3rd. I have us finishing 3rd.
I said 3rd too because I had Tennessee.
Agree, I completely agree.
Yeah, I still think Tennessee. I'm not trusting Jacksonville right now. I got to see them actually play football this year. I'm not trusting them enough to put them in 2nd right now. I can't. I'm not going to do it.
I had Jacksonville winning the division.
I got Indianapolis. This got to be the year for Indianapolis. This got to be a year for Indianapolis to win the division. If this is the year for Indianapolis to win it, they have to do it this year. I got Indianapolis I still got Tennessee. I still got Tennessee winning the division. If Derrick Henry can stay healthy enough, I think Tennessee can come in second place. I got the Texans coming in third. I like the pieces that we got. I think we're top 5 winners in the NFL draft. There's only, I think, 3-4 teams that had a better draft than we did. But I got us in the top 5 of winners in the draft. You tell me, if you're telling me I can walk out the draft with 5 playmakers, with the Damian Pierce and with the John Mechie, who would have been in the first round if they went for that ACL injury, a Christian Harris, a Jalen Petrie, and a Derek Stingley. You telling me I can walk up out of that with 5 playmakers for the future? Lovie Smith is doing some great things, and Nick Casario is doing some great things, but I got us in third. I just don't think we're ready yet. But yeah, I got
next year. Next year, you guys are going to be hot.
So this is what I got for you, Dante. I have Indy number 1, obviously, like I said. I have the Jacksonville Jaguars at 2. I have the Houston Texans at 3 and Tennessee at 4. Now, I know that sounds a little weird. The reason I did not give Houston Texans number 2 is because, like we all agreed up here, we're a little still unsure about Davis Mills. We like him, but we're still a little unsure yet. Like you said, you got a lot you got to do yet. So until we see the finished product of your team, it's really hard. But we really like what you're doing over there.
I mean, let me ask a question. Where did Davis Mills come from? Didn't he come from Baltimore?
No, Davis Mills came from Stanford.
He was undrafted rookie. He was third round. Never mind.
Yeah,
he was last year though. Third round pick. Okay,
he's a third round pick.
Yeah, third round pick last year.
I remember looking at him last year as just a player. That dude was a stud.
But the reason I have to watch some of the games this year, and I know that might take a lot of people.
Yo, Randy, you're bugging. Stingley is not a bust. I don't know where you got that from.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Stingley is not.
What's up, Joe Castro? Appreciate you.
I had Stingley is probably the best prospect in the draft, other than Hutchinson.
Stingley is the best man in the class. That ain't even
Stingley is the man, dude, for real.
Stingley is a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go back and watch his tape.
He's better than South.
This guy.
Player other than Hutchinson in the draft. He's probably the best playmaker in the draft, no doubt.
And all Stingley play is man to man. He don't play zone coverage.
He wants to be on the island by himself.
Yeah, that's all he plays is man to man. So you can't say he don't play man to man. He plays man to man every single time.
He can go up and play that one-on-one. He's a physical body. He has the muscle. He has the beef. He can go up there and just out.
Everybody had a bad year from LSU though, man. Everybody had a bad year. Sauce Gardner mostly played zone coverage too, though.
Yeah,
you gotta take it. If you look at it, he played nothing but zone coverage at times too, though.
Stanley was weird in Sauce.
He played man.
That's my point. I was gonna ask that right quick in the chat. What does Sauce do better than Stingley, Randy? Because
I don't know.
I see people say that all the time, but Stingley's a better man-to-man corner. He stops any double moves on the top. And
I just think they like his name more.
I like that Sauce Gardner pick though. Like
and Stingley played nothing but NFL ready receivers.
Man,
every single weekend.
Jefferson, Chase.
I mean, I like the Sauce Gardner. I would rather have him if I couldn't get Stingley. I'll have Sauce Gardner. But I like the way. I like the way he valued him because he plays man to man. A lot of man to man. Texans play man to man. LSU play man to man.
But if you say Sauce all day, why is he better, Randy?
Papa,
what's up,
you gotta
Papa?
explain it because you say Sauce all day, but no explanation, man. I don't know.
So, all right, we're gonna move on to the NFC East, guys. This is our division. We all know how this is gonna go. I don't need to say the teams. We all know them. Who you guys got? 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Let's go. Just go around the panel. Panel. So we won't be talking over each other. You can go, Slay. Go first, Slay. Just rotate it down.
All right. 1, Eagles. 2, Dallas. The only reason I trust them more than Washington and New York is because Dallas, I feel like they've shown that they could be more trustable in the regular season. Obviously not in the playoffs, but they're more trustable than Washington and New York. And then I would say Washington 3 and New York 4.
Jerry.
Yeah, no. I picked the Eagles for number 1. Washington's going to be number 2. Giants, and then it's going to be Dallas because Dallas got the hardest schedule. They didn't really get too many good players on the offseason, and they lost players, and that is why they're going to be last.
Eric, you with us or no?
Yo, look, we're apparently what I've been overhearing when I was hearing the AFC West talk. I overheard that we're trusting chokers. So if we're trusting chokers, then I think we should go with the Cowboys number 1, Eagles number 2, Washington number 3, and the Giants 4.
Bro, how can you do that on my podcast when I'm the one that gave you
before AK? Okay, that was the petty response. That was the petty response. Let me be real.
Can we get that comment by Knicks all day off the screen? Because they did not have that good of a draft. They only had a good 4th round.
Okay, because AK got my back. Eagles number 1. This is the realistic one. Eagles number 1. I think AK? Washington number 2. And I think Cowboys 3 and Giants 4.
Well, Papa, you weren't here to defend his Raiders at the time. You just got here.
This dude.
No, but I've defended the Raiders and before.
Yeah, no, you have. Out of that division, right now, Papa, who's winning the AFC West? The Broncos, Kansas City, Raiders.
I don't know, man. The Raiders' defense is the only. I can see the Raiders being second, just because I feel like that defense is going to mess up at one point and cost them like a game to get first. That's
valid point.
Valid point.
I can't really. I don't know, man.
It's only in my eyes. It's only between the Chargers and the Raiders, honestly. Broncos are close, but they're not there yet, and I believe Kansas City fell off as soon as they got rid of Hill. So, in my mind, it's either the Raiders or Chargers, bro.
Yeah, okay, then if that's the case, then Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, because Chargers are going to Chargers and choke.
Good response. Good response.
There you go.
There you go.
What I got. This is what I got.
All right, so who has the NFC East?
I got it. It's on me. It's on me. Eric went. Let me do the AFC West first, and then I'm gonna do the AFC East.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Raiders. I got the Chiefs. I got the.
Ooh.
I'm not trusting the. I'm not trusting Chargers. I'm not trusting Chargers. I'm not trusting.
Okay.
They fold up under pressure. Late game situations. They supposed to beat the Chiefs twice. They failed to do. I'm not trusting no Chargers. I'm not putting my trust in it.
I'm not liking the hate on my boy Herbert, but okay.
No, it's not no hate on Herbert, but the team just fall apart when it matters the most. And they fell apart against the Texans last year. They fell apart against the Raiders last year. I can't do it.
So I got to ask you a question real quick before you go on about the Chargers. Do you feel that is a Herbert issue, or do you feel that's
not a Herbert issue? That's not a Herbert issue. That's a defense issue.
Coaching.
That's a defense issue. The defense can't stop nobody. The offense, Chargers' offense is great. The defense just can't. The defense just not good enough. This defense just not good enough right now.
But what I'm saying though, do you think it's more coaches or do you think it's more players?
I think sometimes when you so confused on the defensive side of the ball and guys are wide open and you can't stop the run to save your life and your offense is scoring within will, that's the play. I hold that a player issue. You can't be confused or in a secondary all the time. And I hold that to a player issue. I hold that to a player and coach issue on that part of things. But I'm going to go with the Chargers 3, and I'm going to go with the Broncos 4. NFC East. Eric stole my goddamn shit, and I got a chance to him. I got the Eagles football team. I got the Cowboys and Giants. He stole my shit.
All right. I'm kind of gonna break the ice on this break the rules on this podcast, but I'm gonna say Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, and Commanders.
Die!
My Glennon,
You
baby.
can't do that. Shoot him off.
Y'all did the North. NFC North.
Bye.
Yeah.
So mine is going to be Eagles, Second, I'm gonna say Cowboys. Third, Giants. Fourth, Washington.
If y'all did the North,
Washington's gonna be that good.
Sorry, I had to run to the restroom real fast. I apologize. Dylan, what was yours?
He left. He gone.
He's back. He's back. Hold up. Dylan, what was yours again, bro?
Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Commanders.
Die!
Oh my god, are you serious?
I just don't see it. Like, I've said it every year. I get overhyped for the Eagles, and then something goes terribly wrong.
We'll be in fourth.
All right, and then Papa, what did you say?
Mine was Eagles, and I really am debating if I want to put Giants at second, but I got to give it to Dallas just because Giants have a new head coach. Then Giants third, and then what's its face? Communist fourth. Communism never wins. Because I can already tell Carson Wentz has got two quarterbacks who could easily replace him, and he's
Sam Howell could easily replace Carson Wentz.
Sam Howell, Taylor Heineke, he's gonna fold like a wet paper bag.
Okay. Now listen,
with the help of Davis and Reddick, and
this is not because I have friends. I'm seriously telling you this because this is how I feel. It's Eagles 1, Giants 2, Washington 3, and Dallas 4.
Oh my god!
Oh no, Dallas 3, Washington 4. Sorry. My bad.
That's what I thought.
I mixed it up. And the only reason that I say us first is, well, it's us, and obviously we've done the right moves to be a force to be reckoned with in the NFC East. You know, it just all stay out the way it needs to go. Two, you know, listen, I like what the Giants have done. I do have friends of mine who are content creators, but they do not persuade this. I like Brian DeBoll. I like Wink as their defensive coordinator. They've done some very good moves to, you know, make their team take the proper steps forward. I really don't think Daniel Jones is the answer there, but I don't think they can get any worse at this point at the moment. But they listen, Dallas took a step back. They lost a lot of offensive linemen. They lost Cooper. How much did Cooper really open up for CeeDee Lamb? And
that's what I was about to say. I really don't think AK. I really don't think CD is going to be as good without the help of Cooper, especially without the help of Cedric Wilson.
Yeah. So how effective is CD going to be? How effective is the effect of CD going to be on Gallup? And you know, we got to see that Zeke Elliott is not Zeke of old. You know, Pollard should actually be their halfback one. You know, and Dak, we obviously know what Dak is whenever you pressure Dak. So I get it. It's a lot of people. Huh?
Plus their what's his face first round pick is a fouling machine.
Yeah,
he's the Barnett of offenses.
What's up, Bobby?
What's up?
Hey, how you doing, man? Been a minute.
Man, just been busy shit. Barely watch Shaft. Had trouble, babe. Man.
We might have lost him.
Well, I thought it was my internet.
No, he's got a thing to where it's like no more than 5, and even at 5, it's rough.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Got you now. You're back.
And he's gone again.
Yeah. No, he has an issue when there's more.
I missed round, dude.
All right, we'll see if we can get him back here in a little bit. What the heck were we talking? Oh yeah. So yeah, that's why I have Dallas at 3, and then Washington. Obviously, we all know why Washington's 4. So,
especially if McLaurin leaves.
I don't know. I just think that Dallas is too easy of a schedule.
I think they actually have the hardest schedule out of all of us, don't they?
I think we have a pretty easy schedule.
All right, I'm gonna go.
All right, see you, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, appreciate you for letting me on.
No problem, man. Anytime. So that leaves us with the NFC South. These are our last two here that we're coming up on. That leaves you with Atlanta, Carolina, the Saints, and Tampa. Who you guys got for that?
Sheesh.
I got Tampa Bay. I got the Saints. I got Carolina, and I got the Falcons. I think the Saints, I don't think they're going to be trash. I think their defense is going to keep them in a lot of games. Jameis Winston can have the season that he had last year before he got hurt. Really, before he got hurt.
Hey,
Sorry. Go ahead.
I said, if Jameis Winston can pretty much have the season that he had last year before he got hurt. He had 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The team was by like 5-2 before he got hurt, so they was in the thick of things in the playoff hunt before he got hurt. After that offense just fell apart. I thought the defense done enough to keep them in a lot of games, but instead the offense was hurting them over and over again. They were top 5 in the league on defense. They were number 4 ranked in the defense at 20 points per game. So I think their defense is going to do a good enough job to keeping them in the game. My problem is the offense. And they shut Tampa Bay out last year. That's the only team in that division that can give Tampa Bay a run for their money. If you look at the games and how much they've been able to handle Tampa Bay, they got the team to do it. It's just the offensive side of the ball scares me a little, gives me a little bit of a concern on New Orleans. So I still think Tampa Bay is going to do a good enough job to win the division. So I got Tampa Bay winning this division.
Papa?
I don't know. I have a feeling. I want to say there's going to be a drop off for Tampa. I really do, but I can't see it. Right now I will say Tampa, New Orleans, Carolina, and then Atlanta. But I could easily see I can't see New Orleans and Tampa switching.
Yeah, but again, you get Chris Godwin back too. You get Chris Godwin back. You add Russell Gage from off Atlanta. That's another weapon you add right there. They do lose Grunt, but they still got Cameron Brate. They still got Brate too. They still got Braden at the tight end spot too. So
I know, but I also know that O-line.
I think they're still gonna be fine with. As long as you got Brady, then I think they're still gonna be fine. Be good enough. But New Orleans could give them a run though.
Yeah,
New Orleans can handle them. New Orleans can handle them. They've been throwing their side the last couple of years too. So yeah.
New Orleans got a very good defense, especially with Honey Badger now.
Yep.
How about you, Eric?
I have faith in these Saints, bro, especially with getting the Honey Badger. The secondary looks pretty good. I mean, Marshawn Lattimore, Chauncey, you got Marcus May, and then you got Tyrann Matthew.
I really hope they're idiots.
Yeah, that secondary is pretty good. And then you get Chris Olave and Trevor Penning, one of the best tackles in the draft, and then one of the best wide receivers. I think it's just that quarterback situation, man. Jamison Williams and Winston, is he going to be healthy throughout the time? Is he going to be healthy throughout the season? I don't know. That's the question. But I think the Saints will be at number 2, and I think Tampa Bay at 1. I think I can't go against Brady as much as I hate Brady. can't go against him and the squad he still has over there. And there you could do a vice versa of the Falcons and the Carolina, but I think Falcons will be over Carolina.
Yeah,
that'll be me right there, and that's healthy wise because injuries could cost the team drastically.
All right. Is it me?
yeah.
All right. So for me, man, listen, I'm gonna obviously have Tampa Bay one in that division. The Saints, I will put 2. Falcons, I'm with you. I put at 3. Listen, they did a pretty decent job last year for what little they had. You have Kyle Pitts. He's coming off a great season for a rookie. And then you add Drake London to that. They got some weapons. They still have Cordell Patterson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, defensively, they probably still need a little bit of work. But all in all, man, they did a pretty decent job. And, they're going in year 2. They got Ritter. They have Mariota, right? Correct?
Yeah, Mariota.
I still think Mariota has a little left in the tank. We'll find out. And I just don't think Carolina has done enough yet. And I'm not sold on Baker Mayfield. So, I have Carolina 4th.
What is Baker? Wait, what?
Baker's with the Panthers, right?
No.
Baker's with the Panthers?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I thought he was.
Corral went to the Panthers. They drafted Matt Corral. Baker's still with the Browns.
Oh. Yeah, they released Mike Davis.
Yeah.
Too.
I was like, wait a minute, Baker. What?
I expect. Well, we'll see. Who knows? He might go there. Maybe I'm a little ahead of myself.
Maybe, but that's all of Carolina to do.
Well, when you look at it, would you rather have him or would you rather have Darnold?
Well, they have Matt Corral, though, is what I'm saying. They drafted Matt Corral, obviously, to be.
We'll see. Yeah, well, I mean, they're Matt Corral's still,
No, I know that part, but still, it's just like if them drafting Matt Corral shows that they're not going to do Baker.
That's true. Well, whatever. It is what it is.
Seattle not drafting a quarterback, on the other hand, shows me they may go for Baker.
No, yeah, that for sure, too. So, NFC West, you have Arizona, you got the Rams, you have the 49ers, and you have Seattle. How you guys got them ranked so far coming out of the draft?
I didn't never do the NFC South. I got the NFC North.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dante. My bad, bro. I thought you did get to do it.
No, I never do it. So I'm gonna go Packers. I'm gonna go Vikings. I'm gonna go Bears and Detroit up on that one. I'm going to go for the NFC West. Clearly, I'm going to go Rams. They're the better team. They still bring back the same players. And of course, you did add a receiver in pretty much Allen Robinson over Robert Wood. So you did add him. You still can bring back Odell Beckham. You still can bring him back, but Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson, and now you got Tyler Higbee still on the tight end position. You got Cam Akers at the running back position. They also brought in a good running back prospect out of Notre Dame, Kyron Williams, who's going to probably be in the backfield with Cam Akers as well. They got a solid defense still without Von Miller. Gonna have a solid defense still. Got them number one. San Francisco. You got two teams with question marks. You got Arizona with question mark, and you got 49ers. Is the 49ers bringing back Debo? Is they bringing back Debo? Is the Cardinals, D-Hop missing 6 games, and Kyler Murray? You got the Kyler Murray issue now. So if I would go with somebody, I'm going to go with San Francisco. Right, I'm going to go with San Francisco right now. But like I say, I'm going to go with them right now because D-Hop is going to miss 6 games. And when he missed 6 games, that hurted Kyler Murray. Let's be honest right here. That hurt Kyler Murray real bad. Without DeAndre Hopkins, that hurt him real bad. So I think they're going to find a way to get that Debo situation under control. And I still think they got a good defense. 49ers made it to the NFC Championship with their defense last year alone. They made it there with their defense alone. So got 49ers. I got Arizona Cardinals. and what other team in that division over there? Seattle Seahawks. Last.
Yeah, I agree. What you got, Pablo?
I'm just baffled by the Richie comment.
What, that one?
Yeah, like just because he's the 94th pick does not mean he's not going to start week 1. That doesn't make any sense. It completely baffles. If he's better than Sam Darnold, which he is, the question is if he is healthy week 1.
I get Arizona
just picked up Marquise Hollywood Brown, but if you tell me that DeAndre Hopkins did not hurt that team last year, hurt Kyler Murray. I know they picked him up, but Marquise Brown is not DeAndre Hopkins. He's not a DeAndre Hopkins when he's healthy. He's not a DeAndre Hopkins. He's a very good, solid receiver, but he's not a DeAndre Hopkins when he is healthy. DeAndre Hopkins meant a lot to Kyler Murray when he was on the field by himself. And then you still had Christian Kirk last year, who was a solid receiver. Last year, you still had him last year. You still had Rondell Moore and all of those. You still had good players last year, and you couldn't get it done. So, yeah.
Well, and not just that, man, but, Kyler Murray proved to me last year that he can't win without D-Hop.
Yep.
I mean, he won 1 game out of 8 without him. That says a lot, and now you have to go 6 games without him this year. That's going to suck. And listen, what was their backup? Their QB, their backup QB.
McCoy? No, not Colt.
Yeah, it was McCoy, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Colt McCoy won 2 games that he started for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at that. And Colt McCoy, he didn't have D-Hop, did he?
Did he? I
don't think so. I think it was him and Connor and Ertz and AJ Green.
Is that the game where Connor went off for like 200 yards or something?
Yeah. I don't think. Hey, Dante, did Colt McCoy have D-Hop for his 2 wins or no?
You said who?
Did Colt McCoy have D-Hop for his 2 wins when he had to stand in for Kyler Murray or no? He only had AJ Green, right?
Which game that they won? They ran the football pretty well and they won. They won a game for sure with Colt McCoy. They did win a game with Colt.
They
McCoy.
won 2. They won 2
Did they beat
in a row.
Did they beat San Francisco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost to Carolina. I know that. They got blown out by Carolina. Oh man, I'm not sure.
But I know that one James Conner, like Eric said, he had like 200 yards rushing in
that was against San Francisco. That was against San Francisco.
Yeah.
That was against San Fran right there. That was against San. I remember that they won that game. That game was in San Fran when they went in that one.
Yeah.
And they went in that beat them like that.
One reason I'm not sold on him is because, like I said, man, you still had Kyler Murray, Kyler Murray still had AJ Brown. He still had Zach Ertz. He still had Rondell Moore. He had Christian Kirk. 3 wide receivers who are still better than anything we had last year other than Devontae Smith. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, you still had no reason. And you had James Conner, and who was their other halfback they had? Was it Drake?
No, it wasn't Drake. It was
Edmonds?
Edmonds. There it is.
Edmonds. Yeah, it was Edmonds.
So he had a solid team around him. There was no excuse for what he put out.
Yeah.
So I'm with you guys on that, man. I will give the Rams that hands down by far. Right now, I'm going to put San Francisco 2 as well. I'm definitely going to put Cardinals 3 because how can I put a team anywhere but in last place who doesn't have a quarterback? And that's exactly who Seattle is. So right now, Seattle's 4.
Yep. It was a little mixture between the Cardinals and the 49ers I want to put, but I'm looking at the Cardinals situation is way worse than the 49ers situation. Not having D-Hop for 6 games and Kyler Murray complaining about his money, not wanting to be out there in training camp. So that situation is way worse than the 49ers situation is. You just got to take care of Debo Samuel, who wants money. He wants his money. You just got to take care of him. He's just a little mad because he wants his money. He ain't getting his money.
And Nick's asked how tall Kyler is. If I'm not mistaken, he's 5'11", right?
Yep, he's about 5'11".
Yeah, he's short. Yeah.
5'10". Not 5'11".
So when Kyler Murray and Marquise Brown was in Oklahoma, they didn't do no damage? No, they did. I'm not saying that they can't do damage, but he was saying that Marquise Brown isn't D-Hop, which
Yeah,
is,
I was saying Marquise Brown was a D-Hop.
I
You
mean,
mean to tell me
that.
Murray can win one game, can't win a game, well, nothing but beat Dallas without D-Hop? And Deshaun Watson can win 4 games without D-Hop and have a great season, a 33-7 season without his best player?
Hey, AK, I gotta go, but hey, I appreciate you having me on. Hey, I'm gonna do a live soon about breaking down the standings as well. If you wanna, I'm gonna be sending a lot of people links. I want everybody.
Hey, send me,
Coach Dante,
send me that link, Eric.
Yeah, I was about to tell you too, Coach Dante.
Yeah.
I need some other people from other AFC, one from like NFC West, one from stuff like that. So I appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Blessings to you guys and your families. Peace out, man.
All right, Eric.
So, Dante, we'll end the show like this, man. We didn't get a chance to talk that much. What do you see leading into the year for this team? You know, like I said, we have Jalen Hurts. You have a fantastic offensive line. You got AJ Brown now. You have Devontae Smith. You have Quez Watkins and Pascal. You've got Dallas Goedert and our tight end too, whoever that may be. You got Miles Sanders, you have Gainwell, you got Brooks. Defensively, you got a top 3 defensive line easily.
No.
We'll honestly say that. CB2 is still a question mark. Free safety is still a question mark, but they're reasonable. We can work those out. And linebackers, well, we got tons of them now. So,
yep.
What do you look forward to seeing this year with this team? And honestly, in your honest opinion, I know it's early, but how far, if everything works out, do you truly think this team can go?
Well, how far I think they can go is, like I say, I think they actually can probably, if everything breaks right with the NFC the way it is, I think the farthest when everything breaks right, if Jalen Hurts doesn't have turnovers and he gets the ball to the wide open right man, to the wide receivers, I think they can go NFC Championship. I think that's the ceiling. If everything breaks right with the NFC a little bit more weaker, now you probably just have to worry about, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or probably just Los Angeles Rams. I'm not gonna sleep if Deebo Samuel is with the 49ers. I think they can be scary a little bit, with Trey Lance being an ultimate dual threat quarterback. They can get that situation cleared up. I think the Philadelphia Eagles, I like their chances getting to the NFC Championship game if everything breaks right. Like I say again, you with a rebuilding roster, you were able to make it to the playoffs when everybody's saying you was picked to win 4 games. You were able to make the playoffs. Now you gotta get past that first round. Your ceiling is to win a division and get past the first round. You don't get too many opportunities. Get too many opportunities more than this one. Dallas is a little weaker. I really think Washington is going to give a fight in the division. I really think Washington, looking at Carson Wentz, 27-7 year. That's not a bad year. The only game he folded up in is the Jacksonville, but also that was between him and the defense. Nobody showed up for the Indianapolis Colts. The whole team just fell flat on their face week 1 in Jacksonville. And it started with Carson Wentz with the 4 turnovers, but the defense didn't come to play either that game. So that was both on both sides. But I really feel like they got a very good roster if everything breaks right for them. Carson Wentz, you got Terry McLaurin over there. They did get Jahan Dotson. They do got Antonio Gibson over there. They do got a good front four if everything stays healthy. So I really like that Commanders team. I don't think they're going to be a joke. Dallas fell off a little bit. CeeDee Lamb is going to draw a lot of double teams. He's going to draw a lot of double teams now that Amari Cooper ain't going to be down. Michael Gallup is not going to be ready by the start of the season. So it's going to be CeeDee Lamb and whoever else on that side of the ball. The Giants, I believe the Giants going to be more competitive, but I don't think they're going to be a threat. So you got question marks in the NFC. Aaron Rodgers don't have the receivers he used to having. So really, it ain't too many teams in the NFC, that you can say that's really, really strong. So the Eagles got a chance if everything breaks right with the running. You have the best running game in football. You have the one dynamic 1A and 1B 900-yard receiver in Devontae Smith. You do have 1,000-yard receiver in A.J. Brown, that big body wide receiver. You do have a guy that can take the top off the defense in Quest blocking. You have a Zach Pascal now. You have a defensive line now. So it's really no excuses for this team this year. You out of excuses this year for the Eagles if it's on me, if it's on my opinion. You're really out of excuses this year. That defense got to perform better than what they had. We just really need to find out who the CB2 is. That's the question right there, because you got good enough linebackers. You got a defensive line. So right now I'm looking at it. Ceiling right now, everything's great, right? NFC Championship, but really it's no excuses. Let's be real. No excuse for this team to have a 9-8 season and get plucked out the first round again. No excuses at all.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there, man. Listen, there's no reason that the NFC East shouldn't go through us. The team is built very well. It's built to win. And, I said it in my video a couple of days ago. Jalen, not really any other quarterback has had this opportunity with Philadelphia. Yep. Seriously. We don't normally do this. So take advantage of what we got and do something with it. This is your chance. It's the best you're ever going to get. So you got to go out there and you got to ball and you got to show off what you got. Leave everything out there. I believe in him. I truly believe he will. And I believe this A.J. Brown thing is just the icing on the cake. But you know what? That remains to be seen. There is no reason that this team should not win 11, 12, 13 games this year, in all honesty.
Yep.
I really, really, really like what we did. I give all the props in the world to Howie. His drafting this year was incredible. That Nakobe Dean pick in round 3, steal of the draft, in my opinion, for everything and every team. And, dude, it is going to be so fun
to
watch these Eagle games this year. This team is going to be very good. Yes, sir, I hear you. What's going on, Bobby?
I was trying to switch over, man. It's all out to a new ice. And let me verify that happened. But I'm still on my shit because it won't let me walk through on my news. Yeah, man. Actually, that if you wrote on a piece of paper for the draft, getting Jordan Davis, Dean, and Abraham, and be happy.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. But I mean, all in all, how do you feel we did? You happy?
I think we did pretty awesome. We give our, got to give up on the picks. So we don't, many picks. I ended up with 7. But what you got? A lot of the guys lucky to impact or make the roster anyway. So why not make the move? I'm telling you, dude. AK, when I was on your stream months ago, dude, about the draft, I said, dude, Jordan Davis is at 14. Baltimore's going to take him. You do that too. That's what you're on 15, 13 at him. Because if the team had been gone, Ball would snap in a set. That's like another not player. So bad. I can't believe Kobe fell third.
Yeah, no, man. Listen, I knew we would have to jump Baltimore to get Davis. I was even afraid of Minnesota there, because he's even kind of a Minnesota type pick. So I was scared of those two teams, but I knew Baltimore was definitely the biggest threat of them all.
Hey, we actually, if you look at it, we helped out each other. We helped out each other.
Yeah.
Help you guys out. We helped ourselves out. Y'all helped us out because with those picks y'all gave us in the second round, we was able to go up and get Mechie. In the third round, we was able to go up and get our linebacker Christian Harris. So it worked out better for both teams. We helped each other out, and I'm glad. I was like, look at this. Look at Eagles and Texans helping each other out, helping each other out in the draft. Helping us
I know. As soon as I saw the draft, man, I was like, man, Dante's gonna be happy.
Look at the games. Look at the games they play. Right? In the draft ahead, they released that Kobe Dean's squirrel injury. It's requires injury. He's probably this year, right? It's bullshit. He's gonna act in those days. What's the name? So what's it?
You're breaking up just a little bit.
You don't require surgery.
Bobby kind of breaking up a little bit. You breaking up.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Sorry, I'm saying I was trying to switch to my new phone, and it just wouldn't let me do.
No, you're fine.
After I have it, the thing's a piece of shit.
But yeah, man, no, I'm with you guys though. Listen, we finally hit a position this year that we don't hit very often, linebacker. You know, I can't stress about it enough. Listen, in fact, in my opinion, we got 2 steals in this draft. One being Jurgen. Huh?
Get a top team in the third round.
Yeah.
So I'm still breaking.
Yeah, you're breaking up. A little worse now.
But I'm gonna get my straight and I'll hit you next time.
All right, buddy, for sure. I definitely want to hear your takes. Thanks for stopping in there.
All right, man. All right, bye.
Better, buddy. But all right, guys, I appreciate it. We are coming up on 2 hours and 30 minutes. This is something I've been wanting to talk about. I've been very excited about this draft. I wanted to come on here tonight and talk about it. Listen, this team is definitely built to win right now. The hands down, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This all falls on Jalen, and he knows that.
Yep.
He truly does. And listen, this kid's mentality, his mental strength, his work ethic, his leadership qualities, and just the skills he possesses, I don't feel like he'll have any issues. You know, he's dedicated. He knows what's at stake, and he knows if he messes up, he loses. And trust me, Jalen is not one to want to lose. So I think we got a good thing, man. I really, really do.
Yeah, man. If everything breaks right, I think the ceiling is NFC Championship. But I say, I ain't seen this fan base happy in so long. Trust me, man. I haven't seen. This is the greatest draft in Houston history that we ever had, man. The whole Houston community is happy to see this draft, man. We just knocked it out the park this year, and every Houston video I go to and see, hey, they're all happy. And guess what? We've been on a Lovie Smith train all along. Me and you, we Lovie Smith. We get everything together. Nick Casario and Lovie Smith getting everything together in Houston, and I'm happy for the city of Philadelphia, man. Hey, man, I'm telling you, I got like I said, I got the Houston Texans and the Eagles. Eagles are number one winners on my draft board. I mean, getting AJ Brown, the trade is one when you get the best player. They got the best player in AJ Brown, man. I mean, you know, hey, man, I like that. East Coast, what's up, East Coast?
Yeah, no lie, man. When you look at who was kind of left on the board, yeah, I understand Drake London was there and stuff like that. But when you when you look at it, it was the best thing we could have done. You know, AJ Brown at 24, he's still a vet, and you know he has 2,000-yard seasons. Last year he would have, but he got injured. You know, but listen, this kid's a monster. He's got great body control. He's got great catch radius. You know, he's just all around a fantastic receiver, and you can't bring him down.
Yep.
Like this kid is hard to tackle, and that's one thing I got to give Slay credit for, even though we got it from Dan Orlowski. Listen, this team is going to be disgusting just because of how high-powered, strength-wise we are. Like Jalen Hurts is probably one of the hardest quarterbacks to take down in the NFL. AJ Brown's one of the hardest wide receivers to take down. Devontae Smith is just slippery. Miles Sanders is hard to take down at certain times. You know, Dallas Goedert is hard to take down. Like, dude, this is not going to be an easy offense. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to be able to tackle to stop us.
Yep.
So I look forward to it, man. I really do. And sky's the limit for this team. If not this year, coming up next year for sure. Because I'm telling you what, with what we've built here and the amount of talent that we have between old and new and young, I'm telling you, man, there's no reason we should not have 10, 11, 12 wins this year. Possibly even 13 if all goes right.
Yep. Definitely agree.
Yeah. No, Howie definitely did prove that he trusts Hurts moving forward. So I agree with you, man. Yeah. No, listen, I have nothing bad to say about AJ Brown, man.
AJ Brown is a flat out stud.
Yeah.
We had to deal with
the money. I'm not going to
complain. East Coast, no, we had to deal with that crap. 2 times a year. So I'm glad he up out of the division. I'm glad the Eagles made a deal and got him up out the division. You know, we still do see you guys this year, but we don't have to play them 2 times a year. That's the difference besides one time to play them twice a year. But again, man, AJ Brown, 6'1", fast, big, bro, and strong, man. The guy can do it, man. The guy can definitely do it all. He's definitely going to help Jalen Hurts, man. He's definitely going to help Jalen Hurts out a lot. And, man, I'm telling you, man, the Eagles receiving tandem probably is the best in the NFC East division, man. They are the best. I got them. They are the best tandem in the NFC East right now.
Yeah. I love thinking that, man. I do, because it puts a smile on my face. But, no, like I said, we still got 9 people in here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Please, on your way out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 1K. Appreciate all the love and support. And, yeah, we got tons to talk about, and we're going to have tons of collabs with people. I'm going to bring a lot of people on. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to have fun with it because there's a lot to be excited about. So I'm just going to let it all with this. This is our division to lose here.
Yep.
I hate to say it, but it is. It is ours to lose. And Jalen, you have everything you wanted. You have everything you need. You got your best friend, and you know what? You are the godfather to that man's daughter. He says he has your back. You say you have his. There is no reason that we should lose.
Yep.
But listen, man, appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate the chat. Thank you so much for keeping it alive. Stay tuned for this Wednesday, Eats Meets West. Until next time, this is AK and Dante. Appreciate everyone who came in to join us. Papa Sora, Bobby Murphy, Big Play Slay, Eric, and yeah, there was a lot. And Dylan, thank you so much, man. Appreciate all you guys. We have a lot to look forward to. Peace out, guys. Fly, Eagles, fly, and I will see you all soon. Appreciate it.